neighbor. Welcome to the very first episode of Ink, Glue, and Spoilers. This is our companion series to the 7 Days Project. If you missed the intro, a quick heads up, I'm diving deep into my personal reader notes and my junk journal for the author's guide to murder. That means there will be spoilers. If you haven't finished the book, go do that first and then come back and craft with me. So, I actually started reading this at the beginning of March while I was on vacation in San Francisco. I have to show you this first page because I felt personally attacked by Emma Endicott. There's a scene where she's talking to the chief detective inspector about Cassie, and she says, and I quote, "She is completely ignorant about the history and significance of Scottish tartan. The only thing she really knows about the subject is that Land's End is a great source for all things plaid." Y'all, the day after I read this, I was literally standing in front of the Land's End lookout marker at the Vista Point overlooking the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. When I saw what the marker said, I burst into screeching laughter. To make it worse, I was wearing my Land's End puffer vest. The only plaid that I think I might own is a pair of flannel lined jeans from, you guessed it, Land's End. I felt like Emma was looking through the pages at me and pointing her finger. So, I've added my photos of the Golden Gate Bridge here to commemorate the moment. If you want to add the bridge to your journal, I put a freebie photo over at Mad Hoydenish XYZ for you. I always love adding definitions to my journals. The first new word for me in this book was Thews. Archie apparently isn't bulging with them, which just means muscular strength. Then we have the history of Castle Kinloch and its most notorious resident, Naughty Ned. He was obsessed with the idea of, my French is not good, droit de seigneur? Droit du seigneur? You'll catch on. The supposed medieval right of a lord to, intervene on a subject's wedding night. We'll put it like that. I did a little digging, and while it's a great plot point, Wikipedia says there's actually very little evidence that it was a legal practice. Thank goodness. Still, it makes for a great scandalous journal entry. Speaking of scandals, I had to include the art that DCI Mackintosh noticed in the medieval tower. I've tipped in a fresco of the myth of Europa and 2 of Leonardo da Vinci's sketches of Leda and the Swan. It really sets the mood for where Brett Saffron Presley met his end. Now, Cassie mentions that Archie looks like he stepped off the set of Midsummer Murders. Confession time, I haven't seen it. But I found out the series is free here on YouTube, so I'm diving into season 1 as part of my March Mystery Madness adventure. I'm counting it as my mystery set on another continent. For those of you who are fans, do you have a favorite episode or a preferred Barnaby era that I should look into? Let me know in the comments. Also, since I was just at the Function Comedy Club in San Francisco, enjoying some revisited cocktails, I was inspired by Emma's drink choice, the French 75. I haven't had one yet, but I've tucked in this vintage recipe card into my notes as a placeholder. The next time I'm at a full bar, that's exactly what I'm going to order. To wrap up day 1, I am testing a new theory. I have a hunch about how killers are positioned in modern mysteries, and I've written my preliminary guess for this book on this slip of paper. I'm sealing it in this secret envelope right here in the back of the journal. We won't open it until the very end to see if I'm a mystery genius or if the author completely outsmarted me. So, what about you? What was the first detail that made you want to stop and grab your pen for your notes? Let's chat in the comments, and I will see you for day 2.